Chris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, loot is back. Blame it on that. The hood call it looting. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler hood life. We all in all black, it's like life.
All we do is win.
You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hootie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, brace you up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get.
Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Mbah a Moute in the three, the small forward. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Outside Anthony. New York moving it around. Mbah a Moute with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Redick. That's tipped. And they get it back. Griffin's shot is off. To the middle. They're running. Finished off the break. Gallo. Got his first bucket in this one.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Griffin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary. They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Now here's Aflalo following the miss by Griffin. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Jordan. That's tipped and stolen by Aflalo. Here's Anthony. Lets it go from deep. Jordan with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Redick with it. Now Anthony defending. And Redick kicks to Paul. Here is Mbamute. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And now the Clippers on the break. Paul's running. And the wide open shot from Redick. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 1:50 left in the first quarter. Here's Galloway. Here's Porzingis. And it's blocked by Jordan. And Redick kicks to Paul. Redick with it. Now guarded by Aflalo. To the paint. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. We've got 1:18 left in the first.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
Shooting for New York, Jose Calderon.
As you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting. When they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Aldridge comes in for Jordan. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Grant. Williams passes to Vujacic. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. The D got there too late, and he'll go to the line. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Pierce is checked in for Los Angeles. Austin Rivers comes in for Paul. Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The Clippers trail. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Crawford drives in. Rebound by Williams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. "11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jeff Green on the wing. He dishes it to Aldridge. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Rivers out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Pierce in the small forward position. Here's Anthony. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Pierce. On up the court. Taken away by Anthony. Fast break, here they come. Pull up Jay. Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside. Grant's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Knicks. Andre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
At the line for your Knicks.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness. But no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
The Knicks making a switch here. Galloway's checked in. And there's the feet to Vujacic. Out to the wing. Kicks to Carmelo. Down low. Here's Lopez. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Paul. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
The shot by Redick, no good. The Knicks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The drive by Paul feeds to Redick. Left side, Griffin. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
So for the Knicks, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's Calderon in for Carmelo Anthony. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Knicks with the lead. And regarding Griffin's low block shot numbers, for some guys, they simply lack a certain field part for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick.
This guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Calderon dishes to Aflalo. Outside Williams. Back to Aflalo. Knocks it loose. Serafin with the ball. And it's Aldridge picking him up. Clock at 2. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
Grant, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Los Angeles. Rivers comes in for Chris Paul. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just one on the basket from Serafin. Rivers kicks to Johnson. Pass to Aldridge. And he jams it with authority.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
But they'll get another chance. It's stolen by Green.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
And here's a follow for three. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. And Cole Aldridge with the slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Calderon. No good on that last second attempt there. That'll do it for the first half. Los Angeles on top as they end the second quarter. And now the third quarter about to get going. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Clippers leading by 7. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's a Flalo. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Dishes it to Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Porzingis, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Los Angeles calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Knicks making a switch here. Vujicic is checked in.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
Some nice passing by New York here. Just 3 to shoot. Anthony.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And it's Anthony again missing. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 8 points for Chris Paul.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
Back to Griffin. Paul's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Griffin sends it back. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul. At the line,
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
Pierce is checked in for Jordan. He doesn't get the second one. And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues in interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
And New York making a change here. Grant's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for Redick. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Grant the pass to Anthony. Takes it off the glass. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Jose Calderon, he's checked in for New York. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Mbamute. Griffin dishes to Crawford. The three-pointer, no good. Knicks trailed by 14. Grant kicks to Anthony. Calderon has the open look. Offline with his 3. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range 2s as well as their fair share of 3s.
So for the Knicks, Serafin comes in for Porzingis, and Derek Williams subbed in for Sasha Vujicic. Pass to Anthony. They grab their own miss. Here's Serafin. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And the foul called on Kevin Serafin. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
2 shots.
For the Clippers, you think of Lob City and it's all dunks. But the reality is, Clark, as Greg was just talking about, that just isn't the case.
It really isn't. I mean, they also led the league in pull-up shots attempted by a wide margin, about 24 pull-up Jays a game.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for the Clippers.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Second shot opportunity. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-5 run here. Pierce the pass to Green. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Knicks trailed by 18. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Anthony nowhere around. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pierce attacking. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Pierce has got 4 this quarter. Passes it to Williams. Grant, right side. Here's Anthony. And it's and here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
33.
Clippers lead by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Luke Mbamute out there with Johnson. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Vujacic dishes to Lopez. Fades and shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
49.
Paul outside. Gets stolen by Calderon. And taken away by Paul. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I tell you what, they've got a nice reservation for him over on the bench. If he keeps this up, fourth turnover already.
Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Jose Calderon. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in.
And he's just big-boyed right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
The drive by Jordan. Back to Paul. Unloads from 13. Second shot opportunity. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Jordan. He has 9 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector. And it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
New York calls timeout.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team. You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Anthony kicks to Aflalo. Just 4 to shoot. Aflalo with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the Clippers call time here.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Redick against Aflalo. Over in the corner, Mbamute. He feeds it to Redick. Picked by Griffin. Paul for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Lopez passes to Porzingis. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Timeout Knicks.
Timeout taken by Kurt Rambis. He's seen enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Goes up on the block, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
That drops.
Assist from.
And the Clippers lead by 13. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
It's Redick on the wing. Back to Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 5. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 4 points in the quarter. 1:30 left in the game. Anthony on the wing. Again, the miss by Anthony.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for DeAndre Jordan. He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
The shot by Redick, no good. And the Knicks with possession here. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Grant leading the charge. Aflalo, no good. Grant against Crawford. Jacks up a 3. And he gets it to go.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of games they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.